Happy Coffee Talk Monday. Dr. Michelle coming at you. Today I have a really important topic. There are so many challenges with our youth of today, but one that is really consistent and very common is this ability to be able to make decisions. Honestly, this challenge I'm seeing not just in young kids, but in a lot of my clients who are in college and even a little bit older than that. They just don't have the ability or the skill to be able to make decisions. Where does that partially come from? The fact that they weren't really taught when they were young to make decisions. The fact that people are telling kids what they should be doing. And that makes it a little bit impossible to not only make decisions, but to develop the ability to be autonomous, think for themselves. So those are a couple of the ways or the reasons why this is happening. So what to do about it? We have to help kids around the age of like 11 or 12 develop this ability to be more autonomous, to think for themselves, to make decisions. And it is all of our responsibility to help kids develop that. How do we help them develop that? Well, it's really critical to ask good questions, to get them thinking this versus that, to help them figure out what they like and what they don't like. The telling or the doing for kids is where we get into problems. The thinking and the brainstorming and the communicating and the talking to them, not at them, but with them, is critical. And again, that needs to start around 11 or 12. Sure, there's plenty of decision-making models out there, and sometimes I rely on those when it comes to helping clients figure out how to make decisions. And some of that is relatively effective. For example, the pros and the cons list is relatively helpful, although there's some ways that work better than other ways for different people. But at the bottom of all of this, at the foundation, is really helping our kids to develop these critical skills. It's creating a lot of stress and anxiety and depression as kids get older. Most of my work is short-term, but I have a few clients who've been with me for a while. And one of my clients, I have been working with her since, I think maybe she started high school. Really struggled to make decisions. Not big decisions, but even little decisions. Like, what iPhone cover should I get? Like, agonizing. And I know you're thinking, oh, that sounds a little crazy, but it's not. And unfortunately, it's not all her fault. Now she's in college and decision-making is still really difficult for her. A lot of angst and anxiety, and still a little bit of like depression and fear. And, you know, am I making the right decision? What are people going to think about my decision? How is this going to impact me 20 years from now? And again, I am not making light of this because this is not funny. This is a sad state of our society right now. And we need to do something to help kids early on so that they have these skills as adults. Decision making is tough. It's really tough. That's why we need to help kids at a younger age figure out how to make decisions, how to figure out what they want, what they need, what they like, what they don't like. And our job in that, again, is to ask questions, to talk about things, to move away from telling. I see it a lot. So if you need help figuring out how to help your child make more autonomous decisions, or you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. This is a really important thing. And again, it's a very critical skill for kids and people moving into adulthood. And this is where we start to move into larger mental health issues. This is Dr. Michelle coming at you. Thanks for joining me on another Monday, and I can't wait to see you again next week. Have a good week.